Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to Sports Roundup, and it's late Tuesday night, May 17th, 2016. I'm Peter Wiggins. Let's study off out at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri, where the Boston Red Sox squared off against the Kansas City Royals in the first round of a 3-game series. And things look good for the Sox at the top of the second inning. Check about Jr. double on a line drive to left fielder Alex Cora that scores Travis Shaw. And check back Jr. in the third and throw was 1-0 Boston Red Sox at the top of the second. But then in the bottom of the third, Alcides Escobar grabs out the shortstop, Zedder Bogart to first base, but had to reverse. Adado scores, it was tied at 1. And then Eric Hosmer covers on a line drive there. Center fielder that's 2-1 in favor of the Royals, 3-3. And then bottom of the fourth, Omar Fadi signals to the line drive too. Center fielder Jack Murray Jr. that's Salvador Perez, in fact to the second base, and Chester Colbert advances the third outfielder by center fielder Jack Murray Jr. that scores. Rick Purcell was 3-1 in favor of the Royals. And then Powell, the signals on a grab ball. Center fielder Jack Murray Jr. that scores. Chester Colbert, and in fact the scores was 5-1 in favor of the Royals for 4. But then the Red Sox made it interesting at the top of the 3-1 over by Travis Shaw that scores. Pedro and Ramirez and Shaw. It was 5-4 Red Sox down by 1. And Bobert was going to Red Sox way, but then the bullpen threw it away on it. Omar Infante signals that a grab ball to put your Koji Howard Salvador Perez scored the Omar Infante the third, and then everybody pitcher Koji Yara with 6-4 in favor of the Royals, and then Paul Orlando puts the dagger with a home run on the 5 out of left field that scores with Infante and Orlando as the Boston Red Sox fall to the Kansas City Royals 8-4 as they fall to 24-15 in the season as Yolanda Ventura got the win and Rick Purcell got the loss. We gave up 8 hits and 5 runs and struck out 3. Next up, Sox Royals square up in a doubleheader at Kauffman Stadium. Alright, other scores around majors. Bottom of the 9th, Houston Astros and the Chicago White Sox side of 4 with bottom of the 9th. Top of the 6th, Arizona Diamondbacks leading the New York Yankees 5-1. Bottom of the 5th, Texas Rangers over the Oakland Athletics 3-2. Bottom of 4th in the Freeway 3, Los Angeles Dodgers leading the Los Angeles Angels 3-1. Top of the 4th, San Francisco Giants out leading the San Diego Padres 3-0. Cleveland Indians pound at the Cincinnati Reds 13-1. Pittsburgh Pirates over the Atlanta Braves 12-9. Philadelphia Phillies over the Miami Marlins 3-1. Seattle Mariners shut out the Baltimore Orioles 10-0. Tampa Bay Rays over the Toronto Blue Jays 12-2. Detroit Tigers over the Minnesota Twins 7-2. New York Mets shut out the Washington Nationals 2-0. Milwaukee Brewers over the Chicago Cubs 4-2. And Colorado Rockies over the St. Louis Cardinals 3-1. Okay, let's take a look at some Let's take a look at some NHL playoff scores and wearing. Game number 2, the San Jose Sharks shut out the St. Louis Blues 4-0 to tie the series off 1 game apiece. In NBA Eastern Conference Finals in game number 1, it was Cleveland Cavaliers thumping the Toronto Raptors 115-84. Okay, take a look at sports news on this Tuesday night. The 2016 NBA draft class is anything but weak. It makes up for the lack of star power with depth on the lottery to the middle of the second round. Many are labeled regnant order a dirty play after slugging Jose Bautista, but the Rangers quickly have the second baseman's defense. Atlanta Braves interim manager Brad Snicker has been a wild 24 hours as Brad Snicker waited 40 years for the phone call that came on Monday morning as he and his wife Bernie ate breakfast as Atlanta Braves general manager John Capello was on the line and offered a manager position at a major league level. Former UFC middleweight champion Chris Weidman has been forced out for the title rematch against Luke Rockhold that was scheduled to head on UFC 199 June 4 because of injury, a UFC official told ESPN. If you want to preview what's going on happening in Tiger started 2019, look no further than what Captain Leaf Coulson on Tuesday. Philadelphia quarterback Sam Bradford and Carson Wentz shared a practice field for the first time on Tuesday, and the Eagles coach Doug Pederson emphasized that Bradford remains in the team. Bradford, Baltimore, the unannounced defected gun runner from the Saturday's 141st, pricked the Saints, put the focus even more on a rematch between Kentucky Derby 1-2 finishers Dan Quist and exaggerated in the second letter Triple Crown. Martin Twitch Jr. just changing luck. If the Golden State Warriors need a group therapy session after the combination loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder on Monday night, and 108-102 ending in the Grammy one of the Western Conference Finals of Game 2 on Wednesday. He also has retested the double urine samples for the 2008 and 2012 games after Russia decided to discover the meticulous plan to dope the program in this country. Tiger Woods says the defense to a military veteran discipleship was probably the most nerve-wracking shot wedge of his life. John Diva, the top-seeded Stan Monica cruise past Albert Rebels Vanilla Spain 6-1 in the second round of the GDO Open on Tuesday. Tampa, Florida. The Tampa Bay Lightning are back to split in the first two games of the Eastern Conference Finals, failing to come out to themselves. They're hardly satisfied. He won Western Germany in the case against Cam Robinson and New Jersey will cover that. Practicing again best he can. He will judge Robinson and George on the merits of the behavior. Both of those cases today are time to debate in Alabama. After a month of those movements, mock drafts in the occasion actually transaction to player movement with the portion of the NFL offseason basically over. The New York Yankees turned Francis Cervelli that Justin Wilson pitched well for them last year before. Being turned in Louis Cessa and Chad Green. And the Boston Celtics say that Kelly Olynyk is going to go successful surgery in his right shoulder, which was injured part of the late in the season. That's going to be for Sports 1 minutes late Tuesday, May 17, 2016. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow night. Good night.